everyone, my name is Shanna, but you guys can call me Jen, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to the last video of 2019. I'm honestly so shocked that we have reached today, but we have, and I'm slightly scared because we have, as of when this goes up, we have less than 24 hours until 2020 rolls around. So I hope you guys are going to have like wonderful nights, safe nights if you decide to stay in, which I have. Good for you. But without further ado, this video, there's an exercise ball rolling around this room right now and it's like having a time of its life. So today's video is, as you can tell by the title of the video, a book on haul. Now, I was not planning on doing a book on haul, to be honest with you. I'm just staring around my room right now. Not my room, it's my library, but here, I'll show you. This is my library. I have two shelves here, and then these two shelves, which I film by. And every time I come in here, especially recently, because I have been moving the book outlet order that I had just kind of sitting in my room. I moved all those books into these shelves. I moved all my Christmas books that I read back into these shelves, and throughout that kind of move, I was going, you know what, I don't want to read this, I'm gonna get rid of this, this needs to go, and I now have a box that is overflowing in front of me, and then a pile of books over there, and then a little one over here. So we're gonna get through this somehow, and I am honestly 100% debating getting rid of my Twilight series, but I know if I do, I'm gonna do a stupid video, or someone's gonna be like, oh, you should do like a rereading Twilight video. I don't want to. But also, those books are really expensive, so I don't really want to get rid of them quite yet. But other than that, there's a lot in this unhaul, so that's also why you're so far away from me right now, because I can't physically be any closer to you. I mean, I probably could, but like, yeah, it's fine. It's fine, whatever. We're just gonna get into it. Most of these books are books, well, let's just get into this and I'll explain them as I go. So, without any particular order, the first one on this list is The Weird Sisters by Eleanor Brown. I have no idea what this is about anymore. I picked it up a long time ago and thinking I would like it, thinking I would read it. I believe it's literary fiction. I believe it's similar to, I don't know, and I don't particularly care, so we're gonna get rid of it. Anyways, the next one I picked up when I was in high school, and I really enjoyed it, and I picked it up mainly because, I don't know if you can tell, but it has a sticker on it that says local author, and I was all excited. I'm like, yeah, I want to read a local author, and this book was really, really good. I remember really loving it, but I don't think I will ever reread it or keep going with the series. And to be completely honest with you guys, the fact that it is a shorter paperback compared to other paperbacks really drives me crazy on my shelves. So it's going to a new home that someone else will hopefully love the story as much as I did. The next one is Jane Steele by Lindsay Fay. I picked this up with the intent on reading it, and now I don't want to read it anymore. I believe it's a Jane Eyre retelling. I think I read the first little chunk of it. Yeah, there's a bookmark in here. First little chunk of it, and really didn't like it, so it's going goodbye. It's going bye-bye. The next one is The 12 Days of Dash and Lily by Rachel Cohn and David Levithan. This one I was going to read for Christmas, and I've just heard too many negative things about it, so it's going away now because I don't want to keep it on my shelves. I'm not really interested in it anymore. I'm kind of tired of YA romance, so it's gonna go away. The next three are books that I found at a Valley Village and intending to pick them up and read them, and they are the first three in the Artemis Fowl series. I remember trying to read the first one when I got them and really not liking it, so they're all gonna leave now. Most of these are just books that I don't like anymore, particularly, so, oh well. Love, Lies and Spies by Cindy Anstey. Just don't really want to read this one anymore. Don't know what it's about. Not interested in it anymore, so it's like going off my shelves. As well as The Boleyn King by Laura Anderson. I used to be on a huge kick of like royalty books. I have a ton of Philippa Gregory still, which I really like. I really loved The Boleyn Girl, or The Other Boleyn Girl, but I'm just not as interested in them anymore, so I'm just gonna get rid of them. The next one is The Thinking Woman's Guide to Real Magic by Emily Corey Barker. I have tried to read this many times, couldn't get into it, so it's just going to leave my shelves. And even though it's quite interesting and the cover's really pretty, I don't know. It sounds really up my alley because it's about a girl who's like struggling with her thesis and like all this kind of stuff, and then she slips into a world of magic, but like I just can't get into it, so whatever. This one I'm getting rid of simply because I have duplicate copies of this. I have a hardback of this, so I don't need two clogging up my shelves. This one is an ARC, so I'm just going to donate it. Somehow get rid of it. An ARC of a book that I believe came out in 2019. And this box is getting really full. Okay, so the next multiple books are all books by YouTubers that I used to love, but I no longer want their books on my shelves anymore, just because I don't want them on my shelves anymore. The first is Girl Online by Zoe Sugg. I loved it when it came out, and it was a huge inspiration for me in my writing career back in high school, but I'm never going to continue with the series. I'm just not interested in it. I don't like when contemporaries are series. But yeah, this one's going. I have A Work in Progress by Connor Franta. I really enjoyed this when I read it, but I'm never going to reread it, and I don't see the purpose of keeping it on my shelves. So there it goes. I also have Binge by Tyler Oakley. Another one I enjoyed reading. Never going to read it again. Also, very shiny cover, but yeah, someone else can enjoy these. I also have Grace's Guide, The Art of Pretending to be a Grown-Up, and this is by Grace Helbig. I really enjoyed her podcast for a while, back when I was in late high school, early university, but I just am not interested in having this book anymore, you know? It's just a how-to book that I don't need. And also we have How to Be a Boss by Lily Singh. This one I have mixed feelings about getting rid of, to be honest, but I'm just never going to read it, and hopefully someone else will love it and be really excited that they found the Lily Singh's book, because I think she's incredible, but I just don't need her book on my shelves anymore. Okay, so let's keep going. I have many more. I have The Quick by Lauren Owen. I picked this up many years ago, read a little bit of it, just wasn't interested in it, and so I put it down, obviously. It seems like it would be up to my kind of vibe, because it's like, you know, suspenseful, atmospheric, and gothic, but it's set in Victorian London, so I don't know, and I don't really care anymore. You know, there comes a time in people's lives, like mine, where you just have to kind of say, you know what, I don't need these books anymore. They're just gonna go. Which is fine, honestly. Because then it frees up room for more books, and then it gives these books a new home to hopefully people who will love them. So, that's good. On to the next. We have The Death of Mrs. Westaway by Ruth Ware. I wanted to try read this, but I'm just not a thrillery person, and the only time of year that I would read it would be, I don't know, October, and I'm just not interested in this anymore. I think I picked it up this year, to be honest with you, so that shows how much times have changed. This is Trouble is a Friend of Mine by Stephanie Tromley. This is actually a book by one of my professor's wives, but I just don't want it. I'm just not interested in YA romance anymore. I'm just tired of it, you know? And I don't know. The tagline on the back is great. With the wit of Sherlock, the smarts of Veronica Mars, and the humor of Ferris Bueller's Day Off, this is a debut novel you won't want to miss. But I just don't want to read it, so it's going away. The next one is Eliza and Her Monsters. This one, again, is one that I just don't think I'm going to get to. I'm just no longer interested in getting to it. I kind of missed that bandwagon a little bit, and there's so many other books that I want to read, so it's going to a new home. This is another duplicate copy, Mark of Athena. I have the paperback copy right here because it matches the rest of the Heroes of Olympus series. I forgot the name of it. It matches the rest of my Heroes of Olympus series. This one does not, so this one is going to go away. See, most of these books that I have in here are actually from like either book sales or the thrift store, so I'm not totally miffed that I'm getting rid of them all. The next one is I See London, I See France by Sarah Milanowski. I believe this is actually under a different name in a different country, but I'm not sure. Just, once again, YA, not interested in it anymore. I have Louise Penny's Still Life. This is the first in her crime series, and I just don't have the energy to get into a crime series. I'm just not interested anymore. That's basically the theme of this entire video, is I'm just not interested anymore. Grave Mercy by Robin Lefevers. I remember I picked this one up near the very beginning of my booktube starting this year. I got that far in, hated it, so it's going away. This next one is The Confessions of the Ugly Stepsister by Gregory Maguire. This is the guy who wrote Wicked. Just quite honestly not interested anymore in this. How many times have I said that in this video? Who knows? The next two, this is Broadchurch by Erin Kelly. This is the novelization of the TV series, Broadchurch. I'm never going to read it, so don't know why I have it still. And then I have Big Little Lies by Lane Moriarty, and this is another one that I picked up intending to read it, and I just, you know, I'm just not a fan of literary fiction anymore. I don't even know if I really was ever a fan, but anyways. So the next 8 books are part of a series that I was gifted, actually, hold on. Okay, so I was gifted the entire box set of Anne of Green Gables in a very pretty set this Christmas. Focus on it. There. By one of my lovely friends. So I'm just getting rid of all my other copies of Anne of Green Gables that don't match, that are vintage, and yeah, because I have the pretty ones now. I don't need 800 copies of Anne of Green Gables. And then I decided I'm going to get rid of all my James Patterson books because I went through a phase in my life where I just love James Patterson's crime books. They're excellent. I really enjoyed the NYPD Red series of his. I read a few of them, and then I collected the rest of them, and I never got around to it. And you know what? This whole stack is clearing up so much space on my shelf, and I have to admit it to myself that I just don't need them anymore. So they're gonna go probably back where they came from, to be honest with you. I either got them at a book fair or at Value Village, so they're probably gonna go back to Value Village. But that's okay, because people are gonna find them, fall in love with them. It'll be fine. Every time, I know I'm not in shot anymore, I'm sorry. I have to put these down. But every time I do a book unhaul, I always tell myself to just be completely vicious with myself, because otherwise I will end up just keeping books forever. And, which is fine. I know that I have so many books that need places on these shelves, so I'm just going to be entirely ruthless with myself, and I will get rid of them all. Not all of them, of course, just the ones that I don't want to read anymore. But yeah, so those are all the books that I am unhauling in this last video of 2019. I really hope you enjoyed this video. It feels good, you know what, to have purged most of these out of my life. It feels fabulous to just kind of be able to breathe a little bit without these books in my life just clogging up my shelves, because I don't need them anymore, I don't want them anymore, and they're going to go to a better home. So the way that I usually donate my books is I bring them to Valley Village, because that is the easiest for me to do, because that's the thrift store here, basically, one of the thrift stores. I know we have like the Salvation Army and Goodwill, but Valley Village is my place to go, so it's easy that way. But yeah, that's a lot of books. I don't know how many that books that is, but anyway, I hope you enjoyed this kind of more slapdash, here's my unhaul type video, but have a wonderful last day of 2019, and feel free to do your own unhaul. Let me know if there are any books on this list that you have read that you have loved, because that's kind of fun. But I will see you Friday, probably, in another video in 2020. So, have a wonderful day, stay kind, and keep on reading.